tiramos al que está pendiente de la cita. Está malvada y quien la ve tan bonita. Estoy pa' ti siempre, beba. Bebamos la noche entera. Baby, nos jugamos tú y en la noche. Que eres independiente y se te ve. Yo lo sé, que tienes interés. Baby, llámame. Baby, nos jugamos. Un mensaje mío, que mismo te pones bien elegante, yeah. Que yo sí he creído, pero lo que hago contigo en la noche es arte, yeah. Quieres la llama cuando tienes frío. Al menos, chica, eres muy sensata. Te vas cuando tus padres están dormidos. Y lista pa' perrear, bebé, a los saca. Yeah, baby, nos jugamos tú y en la noche. Que eres independiente y se te ve. Yo lo sé, tienes interés. Baby, llámame. Baby, nos jugamos. 1, 2, 3, comienza la acción. Ella es fanática de la atención. Canta a pulmón justo esa canción que le cambió toda la dirección. Ya que ese ex no quiere más, no quiere llanto, no quiere nada. Quiere gozarla, quiere escapar de lo que era su realidad. Ya no está puesta para el drama, lo que quiere es gozar, no pecar. Tiramos al que está pendiente de la cita. Está malvada y quien la ve tan bonita. Estoy pa' ti siempre, beba. Bebamos la noche entera. Baby, nos jugamos tú y en la noche. Que eres independiente y se te ve. Yo lo sé, que tienes interés. Baby, llámame. Baby, nos jugamos. Un mensaje mío, que mismo te pones bien elegante, yeah. Que yo sí he creído, pero lo que hago contigo en la noche es arte, yeah. Quieres la llama cuando tienes frío. Al menos, chica, eres muy sensata. Te vas cuando tus padres están dormidos. Y lista pa' perrear, bebé, a los saca. Yeah, baby, nos jugamos tú y en la noche. Que eres independiente y se te ve. Yo lo sé, tienes interés. Baby, llámame. Baby, nos jugamos. 1, 2, 3, comienza la acción. Ella es fanática de la atención. Canta a pulmón justo esa canción que le cambió toda la dirección. Ya que ese ex no quiere más, no quiere llanto, no quiere nada. Quiere gozarla, quiere escapar de lo que era su realidad. Ya no está puesta para el drama, lo que quiere es gozar, no pecar.
Hello, how's everyone doing today? It's Salty Coffee. What's going on? How you doing? Can you guys hear me? Welcome. I know this is like an off episode, but I wanted to announce that the Introduction to Canva course is now open for registration and available. We will have a presentation of what the course work will look like on Monday at 7 p.m. But the overall program begins this Monday, July 10th, every Monday until August 28th. So if you are interested in learning how to do graphic designs, such as these, how to go to StreamYard and how to create great things for StreamYard, sort of like the starting video type of thing, or projects for vlogging, for podcasting, for even blogging as well. This is the course that you would like to take. It will be step by step, and it's going to be fun because you will be able to network with other people who have similar businesses as yours, and you will learn how to do it yourself in the event that you would have to make any changes or create a quick flyer or video promo. And now that YouTube is out here, doing shorts, what better time than to learn how to do this? And even if you're like in transition from one job to the other, this is a great opportunity for you to do it. And I'm fun. You know, I know how to be patient. And I'm sure that I will probably learn more from other people. But I think techniques and other things that some people may not find in one platform, this is what you will be learning in this course. When it comes to finances and other things that are happening with currency in the United States, I would like to encourage you to visit www.p, the number 2, gnetworks.com. We have Breakfast with the Thomases with Miss Ruby and Alvin on the Stereo app Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. The conversations there are, I think it's a Wellness Day Wednesdays, Pay It Forward Fridays, and I can't remember what Mondays are. But just know that whenever you come in, you're going to get effective information that's going to be life changing. And what I mean by that is that a simple conversation, which is what brought me to them, was speaking about struggle food, let's just say. And for those of us who were not born in wealth or luxury, we all have a struggle food. Whether that be when we were in college and we just had ramen noodles, or if that was a time for us to like live paycheck by paycheck, but we couldn't, we were not eligible for food stamps. We're feeding our kids, bits and pieces, and like the budget was tight. You had to get a bag of potatoes and work with that, or unfortunately end up cooking foods that are not necessarily healthy for them because they're cheaper in price. So I want to encourage you that if you have not visited Breakfast with the Thomases, to do so on the Stereo app. Right here on YouTube and Facebook and other platforms such as IG, I believe, they have what's called Wrapped in Crypto. And Wrapped in Crypto, as a matter of fact, let me do this. I'm going to move this over here, and then I will share with you actually what to look for when you're looking for these things. So we have YouTube. This Wednesday's episode I missed, but you can always, the good thing about these platforms is that you can always go back and do the replay, right? So here is what Wrapped in Crypto looks like on okay. So this is Wrapped in Crypto. And these are two gentlemen along with the Gold Bankers Club. that also provide information of how they've learned about cryptocurrency. It's more crypto than rap, but wrapped in crypto is an important part of what young people should be thinking about when it comes to currency and even work, the labor force and how that looks like. So I think it's important for everyone to participate. For example, if you have college students or if you have young 8 year olds, um, 10 year olds, if they can watch a video regarding how to do anime and metaverse, you should participate and sit down and watch with your kids what these gentlemen are speaking about. One of the things that gradually, like when you watch a video from the rap and crypto, the jargons used are mostly for cryptocurrency conversations. So you don't need to be an expert to understand what they're talking about. The important thing is to actually listen to, a couple of them, note them down, Google it, do your own research. And again, it's a conversational piece of art, is what I want to call it. And the piece of art is pretty much what I consider important for our future and the future to, you know, the generational, uh, upcoming generation. And so at first, it was difficult for me as a person who knows nothing about cryptocurrency and who is still doesn't know anything. I had to like sit down and really listen from the older videos from like 2 years ago or a year ago, and gradually I got it. So the conversations that they have and the guests that they have bring quality information, to the program. And what they do here is pretty much disclose no secrets. They pretty much disclose information of what's worked for them as far as the guests, right? What's worked for them in finding ways to earning money through investments, through cryptocurrency, through learning how to trade. And I think it should be conversations that are probably not that viral because, you know, there are just certain people who are not really grasping of what's really happening in today's world regarding our economic system and how it's changing. So the good thing about Breakfast with the Thomases is that they bring great detailed information by having discussions such as, you know, struggle foods, foods that we eat, transportation, going to the movies, films, and they incorporate in the conversation what ideally what to look forward to on how we work and will function as consumers. And not only how we work and function as consumers, but also as employers and an employee. So I think, let me see if I can find one more thing to show you where to find. One second, I apologize. So, Stereo app is an app that's overseen by Europe. I believe someone mentioned the other day that it's now owned by someone who lives in the United States, but I don't know how true that is. But from 2020 to now, the app has evolved to getting people to really have real conversations about what's happening in the world, right, across the board. And fortunately for us, based on the conversations that we need as a New Yorker, a person from North Carolina, a person from Florida, you know, this app actually is functional if you know how to use it correctly. So I've always said this, you're always going to find diamonds and true, authentic gems in places where it may not be flashy or, where there's no sparkling in it. And that's not to say that Breakfast with the Thomases is, something boring. I don't want to hear about it. It's not entertaining. But you really, really, I encourage you to really, really sit down and listen to Breakfast with the Thomases on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as a matter of fact, you don't even have to wait until those days because you can always go to the app, download it for free, and go to their talks and just play their replay their talks. And you will see that if you go back all the way to 2020 and what the discussion was like in 2020, 2021, everything that they have been learning through the process of learning about cryptocurrency, status correction, cybersecurity, and technology in general has now been visible to us. And not 100% of everyone in the United States is on board to understanding what's happening, but there are more people now truly grasping what is really happening when it comes to currency in the United States. When we hear that banks are limiting the funds that you can take out, and these are your funds, when you hear that the market is, wishy-washy and nothing is transparent when it comes to the way we conduct business, these are the conversations that they have to have. And again, it's conversations. You still, as a consumer and as a listener, have the obligation and responsibility to do your own research, like everything else in your life, from the food you eat, from the food you buy, to the doctors you go to wherever you go to, whatever you read. You should always conduct research, and, that's your obligation. And aside from Breakfast with the Thomases, this is their page. They will also implement for the first time a course of introducing people who teach, let's say, blockchain, or people who um, have a business and are not sure of how to create something that looks professional or something that looks easy, like a user friendly website or anything like that. We Salty Coffee will be the instructor for the introduction to Canva to build your brand. I will be conducting the course for 8 weeks. It begins this Monday, July 10th through August 28th. We'll be in a group session through Zoom, and we take it very serious. So if you're serious about learning how to create flyers, projects, videos, how to do streamlining for people who do podcasting, or people who in general just have a business and you know there's certain things that they would like to promote, or even if you're a promoter and you would like to promote, this course is for you. And I encourage you to check out P2GNetworks.com and view their website. And if you're interested in the introduction to Canva to build your brand, just click on the link on their website, which will be the box here, and it will take you to the information for the course. It's going to be fun. It's going to incorporate a project that you will be that I will help you from the beginning to end. Your project is shared with the other classmates so that you can get feedback on what your project will look like at the end. So we will start, every week on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will um, show you from beginning, step by step. You don't have to be a computer savvy person. You don't have to have any prerequisite. And once you register for the course, you'll get an email with detailed information on what you should have ready for the first day of class. Um, I encourage you to, in the meantime, go to P2G Networks, Wrapped in Crypto courses, go to the Stereo Breakfast with the Thomases, and listen to their talks, because courses will be coming up soon for the other topics that I mentioned earlier: cybersecurity, blockchain, cryptocurrency, of course, the metaverse in itself, how to get into the metaverse, how to create avatars. And they've been very, very helpful with the Salty Coffee when it comes to the metaverse. And this is, again, going to be the first session, 8 weeks, and the first time that they will be offering this course with their network. I want to show you some other things that Salty Coffee has done in the past. I'll give you one example of things that you can do on Canva when it comes to creating a YouTube channel such as this one. That's just one of the things. Um, you remember
Cruising down the street looking fly, looking good, feeling like a gangster should. Cruising down the street looking fly, looking good, just another day in the hood. Cruising down the street looking fly, looking good, feeling like a gangster should. Cruising down the street looking fly, looking good, just another day in the hood.
things like that. Isn't that cool? So, I'm excited, and I hope that you will share this information with your friends, share with your family, and if you have a business and you would like to have one of your employees take the course, please let them know, and you can go ahead and register for them, and just give us the name of the person who will be attending the class. If we want to go back to some other things and other projects that I've done in the past. Oh, here's one also for P2G. Another example. Yeah, that was things like that. Here's another one that I'm excited about. So that was quick video of the 3 minute meditation. Even though this one was in 3 minutes, uh, the metaverse. I think I did something. Okay, here we go. For those of you who are joining now, thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions, leave a message. But I will be here for a while. And just letting you know that if you want to learn some digital graphic design, you can register now. Registration is open now for the course. It's 8 weeks every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, virtually online through Zoom. Assignments will be provided in advance um, during each session, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great to meet new people who are interested in learning something new and taking the time to do it. This is the Metaverse Space Meditation Room with Salty Coffee. It's a 3 minute meditation video inside this dome place here. And you can always visit this space at any time, free. And if you're at work and you just need 3 minutes to relax after a phone call that you received, and the phone call was like a customer who was very angry or someone who was really inappropriate with you over the phone, this would be the place you would come for 3 minutes and just relax. This is the metaverse. This is the back part of the Salty Coffee meditation space. And you can walk through the fields. You can, don't try to swim because you will just, there's no swimming there. So that's going to be interesting. One of the other things that is happening with the Salty Coffee podcast is conducting research on retiring. If you were not, if you haven't been to my Spotify link, um, in there is the top places to retire in the world in 2023. And I recommend that if you are already retired, I need to hear from you. Please send me a message so that I can interview you and ask you what's going on because that's the research that I want to do now before I leave as an early retired person. And um, this is just a quick photo of something else that we've done an incredible work for the past 33 years. And this was me in 1990, and this is me today at work. So I encourage you all to, again, visit www.p2GNetworks.com and see what courses you're interested in taking. And if there's something else that you would like to see and you want to know the dates, I encourage you to just go ahead and register on their website. It's free to register to the P2G Networks website. So I do encourage that you do that as well. And thank you for your time. This was only going to be a 30-minute promo. And I'll see you soon.